Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Social Network. It's a show where anyone and everyone can be a part of it. You can tweet us with your comments and questions during the show and we'll take them live. You can also post your comments on Facebook and Tumblr, and if you're not shy of coming on TV, you can join us on Google+, Hangout, details of which are at the bottoms of your screens. Now, but let's get started on the first topic of today. Justice Markandeya Katju is a man not known to mince his words. Last week at a seminar, he said that 90% of Indians are actually idiots, and of course he says this is in context of the fact that we allow mischievous elements in religion to dictate many of the things that we do. But further to that, the reason why this topic is actually trending on Twitter today is because two students from Lucknow have sent him a legal notice asking him to publicly apologize, and if he doesn't, they say that they will take him to court. So the topic we're talking about today, Katju's idiot remark: should India take recourse to law or laughter? But first, let's take a look at the prereq that Anant Sanane has sent us. He spoke to the two students and he sent us this report.
The Press Council Chairman Justice Markandeya Katju's statements are seen to be provocative and often evoke various kinds of responses from across the country. But this time, on his remark that 90% are Indians, is something that perhaps could get him into some kind of a legal trouble, because a brother and sister duo from Lucknow have actually gone ahead and served him a legal notice. Why is it that you have done this, and do you think that any good will come out of this? Because Justice Katju is seen to be a man who's very strong about his beliefs in whatever he says.
When Justice Katju gave his remark, then he was meaning something good. He was thinking that it is about communal violences and he was condemning it. But the way Justice Katju presented the whole thing, it obviously it was not taken in a good stride by me. So I don't know whether it will do something good, and Justice Katju will in future he'll think about what he says. But on my part, I think I have done what I should have done.
All right, well, joining us in the Delhi studio is Prab Sahai Kaur, who's a lawyer and, of course, a young urban Indian who's bursting with opinions also on this. And part of the legal fraternity makes it really interesting to see what she'll have to say about Justice Katju's remarks. But also joining us from Chennai is a stand-up comedian and actor, Mr. Sanjay Rajwara. Thank you, sir, for joining us from Chennai. I want to start with you, Sanjay, first. Many of the tweets that we've been seeing on social media all through the day, many of the comments are actually very interestingly witty, they're funny. Many of them are actually sarcastic takes on what Justice Katju said at the seminar last week. Do you think that this entire fuss that's been created on social media and, of course, this outrage that seems to be pouring out, do you think maybe as Indians we're taking ourselves just a tad too seriously?
Can I speak in Hindi, if that's okay with you?
Sorry, go ahead, sir.
I speak in Hindi.
Yes, of course you can speak in Hindi.
देखिए, जहाँ तक सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर का सवाल है, तो इसमें तो कोई दो राय है ही नहीं. हमारा तो सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर है ही नहीं. जब तक दूसरा कोई केले के छिलके पे फिसल के गिरता रहता है, तब तक हम हंसते रहते हैं. और जिस दिन हमारे साथ कोई मजाक कर लेता है, तो हम उसे कोर्ट नीचे ले जाते हैं. अब सवाल ये है कि कोर्ट के 90% में आते हैं या 10% में आते हैं. ये देखना मैं ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड हूँ. मैं दूसरी बात ये है कि ये जो लोग इस बात से परेशान हुए हैं, इनको कैसे पता कि ये 90% में या 10% में.
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि ये दो बच्चे जो इस कमेंट को लीगल नोटिस के द्वारा हैंडल करना चाहते हैं, क्या आप कह रहे हैं कि ये बहुत ज्यादा दे हैव स्ट्रेच्ड द इशू टू फार, यू थिंक?
हाँ, मेरे ख्याल से बच्चों को तो दूध घी खा पी के खेलना कूदना चाहिए, थोड़ी पढ़ाई लिखाई कर लेनी चाहिए, नहीं तो कोई शौक पूरे कर लेनी चाहिए. कोर्ट वोर्ट के चक्कर में से क्या लगा रहे हैं यार, जिंदगी में आगे बहुत लगाने पड़ जाएंगे, बहुत मसले आएंगे.
Right. Of course, Sanjay, that's a view that's actually, interestingly enough, many other people have also tweeted saying that, what are these kids doing? Sending legal notices, they should be studying. Prab, what do you make of this entire issue?
Well, they're informed citizens. I don't think you can curtail their right to send a legal notice. But the question is whether such a claim for defamation as they want to file against Justice Katju would actually be maintainable or not. I don't think an action such as this would be maintainable at all. Two reasons. Firstly, he's not imputed anything on these two individuals in particular. Secondly, in order to maintain a claim for defamation, you have to show injury to your reputation. You have to show that I have been lowered in the eyes of others. My reputation has been lowered in the eyes of others. That is something that both of these students cannot possibly show in this matter.
Because in fact, interestingly enough, Justice Katju has also replied
and justified what he
and
said.
Justified what
and
he
I
said.
agree with that. From a non-legal point of view, one has to see it in the context that he's saying it in. He's saying it in this young lady just came on and said that, oh, I thought it was a comment which was talking about communal violence. It was, in fact. He is only referring to the manner in which communal riots take place in this country, and I think he's absolutely justified in that.
But Prabh, I want to ask you this. Many people will actually question that. In fact, even on social media, many people have actually said that legal fraternities are unlikely to actually say anything against Justice Katju.
You make the legal fraternity sound like some kind of cult group, but actually, the comments that I saw online, I was quite surprised to see overwhelming support in his favor.
Yeah.
Because if you see his speech as a whole, he's not saying 90% of Indians are idiots, period.
Yeah.
He's saying they are idiots because they are easily provoked and they are easily misled by agents in the society that want to mislead them.
Yeah.
And he's not wrong in that context. Be it the right to vote, it's very easy for us to get provoked.
Yeah.
So it's in that context that he's made that statement.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.